And we are back. Welcome to the B-side of A Beat Society, episode 31. So, if you guys weren't following the A-side, we talked a little bit about our favorite producers, some current events, and just hip-hop in general. So, now we're going to get into the best producers under 35 years old. So, Elmar, you got a little static in the back.
That's me?
Yeah. So this was a tough one. This was a tough one for everybody. Matter of fact, Omar, you wanna go? You got an under 35 producer you wanna just throw out there?
I'm gonna have to go. The young boy name out of Chester. Forgot his name.
Chester. Oh, Jalil Beats or somebody?
Jalil Beats.
Okay.
I like his joint that he did for Meek. There's a couple of them, and the joint that he did for
Bobby Schmurder, right? He did the hot.
Bobby Schmurder, right there.
He did the
classic.
Oh yeah, you got it. Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah, he got some classic joints, so I have to get him. I think he's like 22. I think he's young. I don't know how old he is, but I think he's like in his early 20s.
Yeah, he's young.
Jalil Beats. You know, because he had the little.
He's got that drop, yeah. He's got that drop.
That's very smart too, because digital, nobody knows who does anything now.
That's marketing right there.
So, yeah.
Just Blaze had the Just Blaze.
Right. Just Blaze started that.
And you know what?
Think about how he did that Bobby Schmurder joint. That was like an anthem for so long. Everybody was rapping over it. It went viral.
Yo, Lloyd Banks had this beat a couple of years prior, and he just released it on some mixtape track, and it just didn't become anything. Bobby Schmurder got it, and like Armand said, it was whatever year this was like a year or two ago. It was you know how like, A Million was the beat of that year.
Right.
This was the beat of whatever year it came out. Everybody was mixing, yeah. And now French Montana wants to claim it like it's his.
Yeah, exactly.
How it always goes.
All right, Mac, who you got, man? Under
Bobby
35.
Schmurder kind of wasted though.
I was going to say Jalil Beats too.
Ooh,
For real, like, cause
y'all giving him love right now.
first of all, I'm a Meek fan, so, you know, there you go. From Meek's early career, like, it's Jalil written all over it. Like,
Right.
you know, he kind of molded his style, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for Jalil to get picked up by Rock Nation so early, you know, it should, like, he has, you know, endless music with Meek Mill, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of music that's produced by Jalil. So the guy, you know, he has work ethic, and he's like you said, he's young. But I was gonna say the same thing. You know, he's a smart guy. He always releases as an artist, I always go on that tip because he always drops like an instrumental mixtape. And I always wait for those. I think they call crack music. And he got like 5 or 6 out right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jalil Beats as well.
I got to send a shout out to Wildfire, who did a podcast with us.
Yes.
And his beats are, he did Black Republican, he did I do it for hip hop, and his last name is Coleman. So he automatically is in my top 5.
Yo, no lie though, he is. I stand behind Brandon on that 100%. He makes dope beats, and I hope he gets back to it because he makes like legit dope beats.
Yeah, he got a little like, you know, frustrated with just like the
politics,
the
right?
politics of the game, and you know, but bro, when you can do this, like with just your fingers and a keyboard, you're pretty good.
And then have Jay-Z and Nas and Ludacris rap on it.
Right. All right, man. So you know, also my best at 35. I want to. Well, you know, Ray, I'll let you go, man.
I'm gonna go left field as well. I told Brandon before. This is a hard question for me because I feel like when we were maybe 10 years ago, you know, we had like, you know, Timbaland, the Neptunes, Just Blaze, Kanye West, Scott. We had all these staples, and I feel like we're lacking that right now. Like certain staples, there's only a few, but right now, in terms of producers that I've heard work with their camp and other people, Drake actually has dope producers. The what's his name, like 40 and Boy Wonder. They've done beats for like Action Bronson. They've done beats like they do beats for other artists. And like Boy Wonder and 40, like they're legit talented. They don't just make like trap beats like everybody's making nowadays. Like they are legit talented. Like the whole OVO sound. They're the only two I really know. But I would have to say shout out to the OVO sound, just Boy Wonder and 40. They're talented as far as producers under 35.
Hey, let me add something to that. So I completely forgot. It's some Toronto producers that are under 35 that go by. They actually help with Drake's mixtapes too. One of them goes by the name of.
They write his rhymes. They wrote his rhymes.
It's T minus, right?
Shots fired.
Won't be followed.
You said T minus?
No, Seven Thomas.
Oh, okay.
It's like SEVN and then Thomas, and then it's a guy named President Jeff. And they're like, in the U.S. they don't get that much, boom, but in Toronto they're like, big producers, and their sound is, basically, the OVO type. And the Wonder Girl is on a lot of.
Yeah, she produced.
They're all young.
Word up, man. So
produced on Jay-Z's Magna Carta, Holy Grail.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Whatever you don't name
I'm gonna go. Well, I wouldn't be so much left field. But I'm going with a production team. I'm gonna go with TDE's in-house producers, Digiphonics. So I mean that's Dave Wave, Soundwave, Tay B, especially the heavy hand, especially on the last album, with Kendrick.
Digiphonics.
And it hit me pretty much like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about production. You think about Kendrick on Aftermath, but Dre's got to produce a single beat for him.
Dre don't make beats anymore. That's why.
He's just a conductor.
Yeah, he just.
But Dre even already said, like, you already have your own sound. You already have your own fan base. I don't really mess with that. And this is like, and nobody knew about this production group too. Kendrick, Ab-Soul, J Rock and them came out, and just to hear their sound and how it evolved. Put the Butterfly nowhere near how the first album sounded, and they had Heavy Hand on Good Kid, Mad City. You listen to Section 80, and it's like these dudes are very versatile. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You listen to beat, you can't say, okay, I know which one of the group did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
so,
not at all.
I mean, as far as sonically, and they probably didn't even hit their pinnacle yet. That's the thing. They're probably just scratching the surface. Yeah,
so like a young hitman.
Yeah, definitely.
So listen, man, I'm gonna just run off a list, man. Just to put it out there. Illmind is 34.
Jersey.
So Illmind is definitely in that thing. Knots on the beat.
Oh, he's under 35?
Knots is 33.
Stay young.
Knots is 33. Apollo Brown killing it.
Oh yeah, the Brown tape.
Adrian Young killing it.
He's under 35?
Jake One killing it. Shout out to my white dudes, my white hip hop dudes.
Don't forget about
Seattle. Stat Selector is 32. He's a young gun. Terrence Martin he's 35 on the nose.
Yeah.
Crisis is 34
okay.
for little brother. Odyssey is 31.
Nice.
Odyssey is our age.
Young.
So I forgot about Odyssey. And then I just put the internet in there because the internet, they're all like, when you play your own instruments, you're your own producer. So I put the internet as a whole. Mac, you in tune to the internet? You know about them?
Yeah, I listened to a little, like I went on Spotify and I, streamed a little bit, but it's like chill music to me. Like I can just play it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very just calming. Like but I heard of them.
I think they're like
I ain't go too deep into it.
Right. I think they're like this age is like Diggable Planets to me. Like Diggable Planets is like a chill hip hop vibe. I think the internet is like this version's Diggable Planets.
It's a good comparison.
I really like the internet, yo.
Oh, you can't forget Big Crit though.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, he hasn't really produced outside of himself, but like his range. Well, no, he has done a couple. I mean, he did some stuff for Luda. He did some stuff for 8-Ball MJG. So I mean,
he's very
what I mean. He did some stuff I think for Wiz too. But I mean, and Spitter Currency. But he hasn't touched his pinnacle yet. That's because I don't think no people know enough about it. Say, okay, I need you to throw me a beat or whatever. He might still be in the stage where this is too hot for me like to give somebody. This is my baby right here. You know what I mean? But definitely Crystal.
All right, man. Listen, fellas.
Yeah.
This is the last round of the night, so we're gonna talk about our Mount Rushmore of producers. So our top 5, and we gonna go in order, man. We're gonna make y'all brain work tonight.
Oh, I went in order.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go in order, and we're gonna go from 5 to 1. Oh my, who's your number 5 Mount Rushmore best producers? You know what? Hold on. I'm sorry. Before we do this, before we do that, I want to get everybody's definition of the difference between a producer and a beat maker.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can kick it.
All right. So, all right, because I love good production. So, beat maker versus a producer. Now, I didn't Google any of this. I'm just going off the top.
Freestyle.
All right. Beat maker to me is literally the guy who or girl who sat at the computer, you know, or whatever, live instrumentation, whether you use Logic or you use your keyboard or whatever, who literally hands-on crafted the beat, the strings, the percussion, the brass, whatever, your sample, all of that. You literally made the beat. You went from no sound to an actual beat, right? But you made the beat on your own. It doesn't necessarily mean the artist was there or whatever. A producer, to me, could also have beat making abilities, but a producer could also be somebody who doesn't necessarily make beats, but can be in the room helping you construct the beat and turn the beat into a record, a complete record that will go on an album as a finished product. You know, a producer, you know, like Diddy's a producer. He may not necessarily know how to turn the knobs, or at least not do it anymore. But you will say, put these vocals here, help you arrange the track, you know, fade it out here, you know, you don't need this many hi-hats. A producer can actually direct the traffic without necessarily being in it. So a beat maker, I think, just creates the beat, but a producer can flesh it out into an actual record. I always used to say to myself, I don't understand why people still use the term record in this era, but now I do. A record to me is a track that is ready to be on the album, whether it's your single or not. So to me, just off the top, those are the very key differences. A producer doesn't have to necessarily be a beat maker, but a beat maker does not mean you're a producer.
All right, well, he said.
I don't think because I think he summed it up.
That's why I was like, let me fire this off.
He was ready. He was like, listen, I did this already.
I had a long drive here.
And I think when you also look at producer too, you always look at the artist. Okay, what worked? What doesn't work? Okay, let's modify it and sound like Dre. And you hear all artists, whether it's Eminem, even Cameron said it's like Dre's a perfectionist. He said, you know, he made him say the same word over 2 hours because it didn't sound right over the beat. You know, so when you look at Dre, and that was pretty much like I say, he's a conductor, but he wants to make sure your voice is immaculate on that beat. To the point where Eminem's so paranoid how he sounds, and you hear that, like he's going to stop you.
You cured Eminem of that nasally voice stuff.
Yeah, but now Eminem thinks he can double time rap. So, you know,
so is Dre a beat maker or is he
he's a producer? I think when you look at NWA days, you could say more was a beat maker, you know, earlier stages. But then when you see the Chronic and then how he evolved into Snoop and how he worked with Eminem, and then him even taking classes to learn how to compose music, to understand where this can go, where that can go. When only on Busta Rhymes song, Legend of the Fall Offs, you know, him thinking like, okay, let's get some dirt and let's get a shovel, and let's actually make that right there. I don't want to make the sound. Let's make it right here on the spot. Mm-hmm. You know, that's a producer. Everybody else is like, yo, let's look for the sound online, and then somehow manipulate. He's like, yo, let's get some dirt.
He evolved from beat maker to producer.
Yeah, same thing. How like I'll say, Riz is a producer. Yeah. You know, even though he's gone a little too far left in the sense, but he's a producer because he's like, okay, this is what works. Even when he's like backing away, he's like, here's who I know is gonna work for your sound. Like when we look at Iron Man, Supreme Concept.
Ja Lil Beats is a producer, or he's a beat maker.
I'll put him more on a beat maker right now.
I don't know enough about him.
I think he'll just make a beat on the spot and say, okay, here's a hot beat. Let you rap it. Okay, here, Bobby Smurf, here you go. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or Sky Zoo, here you go.
He looks like he sends out beat CDs, and whoever the art, like, let's say if he sends a beat to Drake might be like, I like that, and then Drake and his team, they may flesh it out a bit more. So probably beat maker.
But even with Premier, like so Premier made that beat for the Compton album. Dre was like, hold on, let's tweak this, let's turn this up, change this a little bit. Boom, you know what I mean? And now I'm getting